Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing to my channel. And if you are new here, hi, my name is Minzy. Here on my channel, we talk a lot about fragrances. I love sharing and connecting with you guys through my olfactive journey or just by anything that I truly enjoy. If you are just a regular person like me, someone who sees fragrances as an art form, someone who is not a professional but endlessly curious and eager to dive deep into the nitty-gritty of perfumery, then this is exactly where you belong. Hey guys, long time no see. I know that I have been MIA, but have I ever been consistent? But I'm not gonna apologize this time because I have accepted that will always be ups and downs in life. And life have been nothing but challenging for me since the last at least 6 months. There's a lot of health issue for me and also my family. So yeah, you know, when lives happen, when things happen, I have to put this aside and prioritize taking care of other important things in my life. So yeah, of course, I'm not gonna apologize for being a responsible adult, taking care of my own shit. But again, for all of my subscribers who stick around with me through thick and thin, I just want you guys to know that I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for still sticking around with me, you know, even though I am not very consistent on my channel. So yeah, I just want to let you guys know that I really appreciate you guys. So for today's video, I am going to talk about all the fragrances that I got from Esxence in February and from Paris Perfume Week in March. So it's going to be a very long, chatty video as always. This video is not planned, it is not scripted at all. I just go with the flow. I just go with whatever thought I have, what I think up here, I'm gonna let it out down here. So, you know, when it's not scripted, when it's unplanned, I cannot help but rambling the whole time. But this is just who I am, you know. Well, what I admit it, I'm just that bitch who likes to talk, who loves to hear herself talking. There you go, you have it. If that's what you want to hear, I admit that I am that bitch. I love to talk. And what can I do? You know, this is my channel. If I don't love to talk, I wouldn't even have this channel to begin with. So if that's not your style, if you don't like a chatty video, if you don't like people rambling and talk, you know, unscripted, then this is not a video for you. This is not the channel for you. If you love a more well planned out, organized videos, I do have those videos as well. And those are the one that I do full in-depth review dedicated to one fragrance only. And because I test out the fragrance, I have to write down my thought as I go. In that process, I do a lot of testing, I do a lot of planning and write down my opinion, things that I learned about the fragrance that I was going to review. So those are more planned, those are more organized. Or if you want to call it scripted, yes, those are more scripted. And it has to be that way because that is how I am going to be more thorough with my review of the fragrance. For these type of video, I am just gonna go with the flow. And in this video, I am just gonna show you the fragrances that I got from Esxence and Paris Perfume Week. I'm not gonna go into too in-depth about each of the conventions. If you have any question, if you want to know more about Esxence and Paris Perfume Week, if you want me to do a comparisons of the two conventions to see, for reference, to see which one you would like to go next year, then please let me know in a comment down below. I will try to plan out that video and give you guys the answer, the information that you might need for your reference. One more thing before I jump into this video, I just want to show you guys what I have on my face today. I usually get questions on my makeup, so of course I want to show you guys. If you're not interested, just skip this part, or just skip my whole channel if you don't like me, you know. And again, baby, if you don't like my channel, you have an option, and you know what that option is? Click out from my channel. The eyeshadow that I have on my eyes today is from this palette, and it is the Makeup by Mario. This is the Master Matte, the neutral palette, and this one is the cool tone one. This is a neutral cool tone palette. For anyone who loves a neutral cool tone makeup like me, this palette is a dream. So if you are looking for something neutral, something cool tone that you can wear every day, that you can pair with a lot of your cool tone makeup, then this palette is a must. This is very beautiful, very easy to blend. The color payoff is amazing. And the color itself, the shade in here is just on point. And which I'm not surprised, you know, because Mario, he's the professional. He's the master of the makeup artist world. And on my lips here, I have today is, first of all, my lip liner is from MAC, and the color is Oak. You know, it's classic. Everybody know Oak. And then for lipstick though, I have something new to try out, and this is a brand from Korea. This is the Korean brand. I have been really into Korean makeup. I have always used Korean skincare, and now I'm really into Korean makeup recently. And this is the brand Mutige Mention. And if you know Crystal Lim, she's an influencer, a fashion influencer. She's amazing. I have followed her for a long time. This is her favorite lipstick. I'm not talking about the color, I'm talking about the formula. If you are into, you know, new lipstick that is comfortable on the lips, that is matte, that does not accentuate your lips texture. If you have a dry lips like me, but you love new, you want to wear like a concealer lips without accentuate any texture of your lips, then this is the brand for you, Mutige Mention. And after I apply my lip liner, I have this one on top first in this beautiful twisted packaging. I forgot the name of this line, but yeah, this color is in the shade number 3. I don't know if you can see, but yeah, it is number 3. It's a very beautiful new, like absolutely new with pinky undertone. This is like a concealer lips, but because it is so lightweight, the texture is so thin, it looks very beautiful on your lips. It doesn't wash out your face at all, but still, I still have this one in the middle of my lips and then blend it out. And this in this packaging, and the color is, oh, not this one, sorry. And the color is Appeal in number 13. So yeah, I have this one in the middle of my lips and just blend it out, mix the two colors together, and I have the perfect new lipstick that does not accentuate the texture of my lips. I love it so much. It's very creamy, it's so comfortable on the lips, it's very lightweight. So there you have it. That is my lip combo for today. All right guys, let's jump right into this video because it is a long video. Let's talk about Esxence first. So Esxence, when I was there, I was so busy all 3 days. I was I was at the convention. I basically, right now, I couldn't even remember what I did on the trip because it was just so many activities that I did in that 3 days. But I visited a couple of brands, and I want to show you guys the brands that kindly, very generously gifted a bottle to me, and I get the chance to actually try out the fragrance at home after I got back from the trip. So first of all, let's talk about Vallense. I want to talk about this brand first because I have followed him for quite some time, and I have never tried his fragrances. I have never seen him in person. So when I was at Esxence, this is my first time seeing him, and he specifically messaged me on Instagram to invite me to his booth. So thank you so much for doing so. I feel very, very honored and privileged to be able to get invited to your booth. I forgot to tell you the name of the owner of Vallense. His name is William Borrell, and he is the founder, the owner of Vallense. He's someone who is in distillation industry, and now he has his own fragrance brand. And I have here, he right now has 3 different fragrances in his brand, and I picked Source, and the other 2 are Spirit and Sun. So I picked this bottle among the 3 because this one speaks to me the most, and it's aligned with who I am and my taste in fragrances. This is a rose oud combo type of fragrance. However, there is no rose in here, and just the combinations of all the notes in general really give me that rose vibe. It's a very essential fragrance. It's very dry in my opinion. It's a very dry rose oud type of fragrance, but it's not too dark. It has presence, but at the same time, it doesn't make me feel like it's not thick, and it's not overwhelming like a lot of rose oud fragrance. And I'm not saying in a way that is bad. Usually I really love rose oud fragrance, but I only wear those during fall, winter because it's a more heavy, more thick and dense type of fragrance. Whereas this one, I feel like it's, even though it's present, the rose oud is definitely very prominent in here. It's still lightweight enough where you can wear this one year round. And this is the type of fragrance where I would love to wear at night because again, it has that sensual, mysterious vibe of the rose oud combo. I think this fragrance represents Vallense very, very well because I find that William do take a classic composition, fragrance composition that is already exists in the industry and give it something new. Give it a fresh take, a twist that make it different enough, like familiar, but different at the same time. Very beautiful, very sensual, mysterious, dry rose oud. If you would like a full in-depth review on this fragrance, let me know so I could do a full in-depth review on this fragrance. Again, like I said, this video is just me showing you all the fragrances, all the sample that I got from Esxence and Paris Perfume Week, so I cannot go into too detail on each fragrance. So yeah, that is Source from Vallense. And then the next one I want to show you guys is from one of my favorite brand, and I have discovered this brand from when I went to Scent Explore in New York. And if you remember, I mentioned about that trip, you would know what brand I'm going to talk about. It is Welton, and this is his new release. And this is Ambra Innamorata. This is a marine aquatic amber fragrance. And what I love about this fragrance is it has a beautiful frankincense note, but then it has that aquatic marine vibe. And usually when it comes to marine aquatic fragrances, I'm a little bit in a love-hate relationship with that, because a lot of time marine fragrance smell too fishy to me, like smell too much of the oceans, and it just really give me headache, especially if they use cologne in their note structure. I don't jive well with cologne. It's give me really bad headache. But in this one, I think the frankincense, the incense in here is just a beautiful pick to counterpart with the marine, the aquatic vibe of this fragrance. And this fragrance was created based on the memory of a beach vacation, a beach holiday that Welton's family do with Vincent Ricord. Vincent Ricord is the perfumer of this perfume, and they went on a trip together. It's a beach vacation, and this fragrance is inspired by that trip. So the best way I could describe this fragrance is it smells like your beautiful warm skin that has been heated in the sun for quite some time with that salty water from the ocean. But this is not like during the day. This is during the sunset, when you have always in the sun on the beach all day. You have been in the water. You went back, so you go back to sit on the sands and dry yourself out. Just enjoy the scenery, the sea breeze. Your skin has been heated up by the sun and is dried out now that you have come up from the water for a while. And I wouldn't say that this fragrance is for summer. In fact, I think you could wear it year round, and I think it would shine in fall, winter, because of that cold incense notes that represent the sea breeze. And then of course the marine aquatic quality in here. It's really beautiful. It's really beautiful, guys. I love this creation from Vincent Ricord for Welton. I think it's very well done. Give us something different and not just another incense fragrance. I love incense fragrance, don't get me wrong, but I'm a little bit tired of it. But this one gives me a new take on frankincense, on incense, and I think it's really, really pretty. So we have Ambra Innamorata from Welton. And on this trip to Esxence, I actually discovered the brand Nadel. I have right here with me 3 different samples from Nadel. These are the one that I picked out. I really enjoy Nadel. I think they have a very good price range. So if you are someone new to niche world, I definitely highly recommend to check out Nadel, because they are very well priced, and then their fragrances are special, very unique. I love it. This is a new release from them for this year. It is Fiery Fig, and like the name, it is a fig fragrance. Beautiful, clean, green, but at the same time milky fig. I remember when I first tried this fragrance, the opening is all about the green fig, but as it's dried down, you get more than just fig, you know, and you get that beautiful creamy milky fig note. Yeah, absolutely beautiful. And then I have here Where Love Belongs. I really love the presentation of the sample. Beautiful. Oh, and this brand is inspired by dream. So the date on here is the date of the dream that is actually captured. And basically they just invite people to go to sleep and dream, and then they capture that dream in the fragrance. So I think it's a very unique idea. It's very abstract though, I'm not gonna lie, it's very abstract. So it's not something easy to relate right away, but they are all very pretty. My personal favorite is actually this one, Where Love Belongs. This is a more clean laundry detergent type of fragrance, which I recently really into. And then the last one that I have right here is Blonde Redhead. And this is the most popular from the brand. If you watch a lot of YouTube channel, this one is the one that has been mentioned the most from the brand of NATO. This is strawberry, fruity, candy-like type of fragrance. And this is created by Bertrand Duchafou. I remember because I looked this up. I looked up all the fragrance that is created by Bertrand Duchafou because I almost had the chance to meet him during Paris Perfume Week, but I missed him. So yeah, I look it up to see like what fragrances he's created, so I could, you know, ask him about those creations. And Blonde Redhead is one of his creations for NATO. And if you don't know, Bertrand Duchafou just came out with his own brand as well, and I have visited his store in Paris. It's so beautiful. It's stunning. It's really represent his taste in perfume and his taste in art. Very, very beautiful artistic store. That's all I can say. All right, let's move on to the next one that I got from Esxence, and this is Sister Before Mister from Juice Box. I have right here a travel size of the fragrance. So I believe that Sebastian from the Perfume guy just did a video on this fragrance, and I have already smelled this fragrance back in February when I was at Esxence. I went to their party over there. They have a little launch party for this fragrance, and I have smelled this fragrance from there. All I can say is when I smell this fragrance, the 2000s era came to mind. This is a fragrance that when I smell it, I think of the 2000s. If this fragrance was made in the 2000s, I would believe 100%. This smells like something that comes from that era. It is a very fun, fruity, sweet type of fragrance, very girly, very Spice Girl inspired, and because it is inspired by Spice Girl. Now, do I think it's something special out of this world that you have to run to get it? I don't think so, but I think it's very, very fun. I love the bottle. I love the whole image of this perfume. I don't think this smells niche. I don't think it smells like something that you would want to pay over $200. I would say that get some discount and get this fragrance. And this is something that you want to smell girly, fun, lighthearted, you know, carefree, but it's not something that you want to show up and show out. This is not that kind of fragrance. So yeah, we have Sister Before Mister from Juice Box. And then another one, it is kindly gifted to me by the brand Fragrance du Bois. I have not even opened the bottle yet, so I'm going to open it right here with you guys. So let's do a little unboxing, shall we? And this is a pretty new launch. It's not too new, but still newer to the American market. As always, you know, Fragrance du Bois has one of the best presentation for fragrance. I'm not gonna lie, they are very, very pretty. This box right here is different from their regular box. Their regular box is a velvet box, and this is different. This looks like a watch box. And they say the reason why they do it is because this is a fragrance that is marketed to men. Of course, you can wear whatever you want, you know, fragrance are genderless, in my opinion. But you can, absolutely you can wear this even though it's marketed toward men more than to women. I have smelled this one as Esxence, but I haven't opened this bottle when I get home yet. So I'm gonna spray it out here and try it again with you guys. Aromatic, citrusy aromatic fragrance. Kind of give me the barbershop vibe also. The citrus in here is beautiful, bright, uplifting, sweet citrus. Counterpart with the aromatic background. On my skin, it's actually smell a little bit different. It's more feminine on my skin, I would say. I enjoy it. I would definitely wear this on my own. Doesn't, like I said, like you can wear whatever you want. To me, it doesn't lean too masculine for my taste. So yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you the name. It is Lucius. Yeah. And this one, I believe that came right after Siren. So you could have Sirens and Lucius together. Sirens is for the ladies and Lucius is for the gentlemen. And you guys can switch it off. Sometimes gentlemen can wear Siren and you, the ladies, wear Lucius too. Again, don't let the marketing limit you from wearing what you want, okay? Just because Sirens have a pink black on their bottle doesn't mean it's just for girls. So yeah, we have Lucius from Fragrance du Bois. Thank you, Fragrance du Bois, for gifting me this bottle. I loved it. I would absolutely wear it and share it with my husband if he would like to. But usually, he actually likes more sweet fragrance than me. Last but not least, another brand that kindly gifted this bottle for me. It is from Paris, Monte Carlo, and this is their special fragrance that they released for their store in Portofino. In Portofino, if I'm not wrong. Don't quote me on that. But these are one of the 4 fragrances that are released for their exclusive store in Italy, the one in Portofino. And this whole theme is about Portofino, you know, the vacation inspired by the beach. And this is a citrus fragrance that actually lasts and that I love. So let's spray it out. This is so beautiful. This smelled like the beautiful ocean, fresh, cool breeze. There's citrus in here in the opening. To me, very light though. It's not like a burst of citrus, but it gives this fragrance that, you know, uplifting, bright opening, sunshiny type of fragrance. This is another like pretty aquatic, ozonic fragrance that I enjoy. This though is completely different vibe from Welton, Ambra, Innamorata fragrance, the name. The name is a little bit hard for me to pronounce, but yeah, this is a lot more fresh. This is a lot more citrus. The other one, there's no citrus in there. I wouldn't call the other ones fresh. I would say it's, like I said, marine, aquatic, incense fragrance, and this is about aquatic, ozonic, fresh, a little bit aromatic and citrusy fragrance. If you don't know, this brand does anything citrus so beautiful. The way they use their citrus note, citrus in their ingredient is chef kiss. I would definitely rock this fragrance during summer. Like I already imagine myself in my beautiful sage bikini wearing in Riviera from Paris Monte Carlo. Again, I forgot to tell you the name. The name is in Riviera, and this is from Paris Monte Carlo. And during the time I was at Esxence, if you don't know, Paris Monte Carlo and Ubigant are from the same parent company. So when I was there beside Paris Monte Carlo, of course I have to try it out, Ubigant. Ubigant is a very classic, old school. This brand is a brand that lasts forever. It has history, very classic. If you are familiar with Ubigant, you know Fougère Royale is from them. I smell Fougère Royale for the first time when I was there. Of course, it's not the original version, is already reformulated, but still, I think it's still absolutely beautiful. And yeah, I fall in love with Ubigant. Ubigant is one of my best discovery on this trip to Esxence. So when I went home, I actually placed 2 orders, 4 fragrances. Sorry, my mind's not here. Yeah, I got 4 fragrances from Ubigant right after the Esxence trip, so you can tell how much I love Ubigant. Again, like I said, it's more of a classic composition type of house. So yes, it might not be like the most on-trend thing on the market right now, but their fragrances would stand the test of time, let me tell you that. And if you want me to do a review on the brand, just let me know. I would love to do so because I love Ubigant. I'm sure I will pick one of their fragrances that I have in my collection right now to do a full in-depth review, so stay tuned for that. So that is Esxence, all the fragrances that I got from Esxence. Now let's move on to Paris Perfume Week, which is, this is the first time I was in Paris Perfume Week. This is a newer fragrance convention. We have, we have Cannes, we have Petit, we have Esxence, and now we have Paris Perfume Week. And I believe last year was their first convention, and this year is their second. So yeah, I did not make it last year, but I made it this year to Paris Perfume Week, and it was also my first time in Paris, so I had a great time there. So I cannot wait to share with you what I got from there. And again, like I said, if you want me to do a video dedicated just to talk about the 2 conventions, compare between the 2, just let me know. I would love to do so. I mean, I myself already do my own comparisons so that I can decide what conventions I'm gonna make it next year. Before I move on to talk about more fragrances, I just want to say that I'm very grateful for the opportunities to go to both Esxence and Paris this year, and a big part and that is thanks to ZGO Perfumery for the opportunity that they gave me. And I have been with ZGO Perfumery, I have been partnered with them. This year will be 2 years and a half I have been with ZGO Perfumery. And it's not just a partnership to me, it's more than partnership. We are friends and family. I truly care for them and they truly care for me, so I cannot be more grateful and happy about my relationship that I have built with ZGO Perfumery, and thanks to them that I get all this opportunity to, you know, explore, to expand my horizons in perfumery and really dive deep and learn and understand more about perfumery, so I can come back here on my channel to talk about perfume in a more informative way. So that is my little rambling. Let's move on. So when I was in Paris, I was not just there for Paris Perfume Week, for the convention itself, but also I was lucky to be included on a field trip with Maison du Kent. And if you don't know who Maison du Kent is, they are the distributor of a lot of European brands. To say a few, I would say Ella K from Sonia Constant, the perfumer Sonia Constant, is one of the brands that works with Maison du Kent. Anyway, yeah, I was included on this trip with Maison du Kent. I went with ZGO Perfumery, and this is such a beautiful field trip, a big opportunity to say the least. So really, I really appreciate the opportunity from Maison du Kent. They are kindly, they're very generous to let me take part on this beautiful field trip. So yeah, when I was on this field trip, I got to visit a lot of brands and also like perfume school like Esxence, where Emma from Perfumerism goes to school right now for perfumes. And then when I was in Esxence, I also was at Osmotek, you know, the beautiful perfume museum where they have the archive of basically fragrances in the past. So I get to smell a lot of like the original versions of fragrances that are not produced anymore, like Samsara. I get to smell the original version of Samsara, and it's beautiful. So I'm going to show you the fragrances from brands that I got to visit on this field trip. So first of all, let's talk about Histoire de Parfums, and this is the bottle. Oh my god, I love their bottle. It looks like a book, and I love how like all the bottles stacked together. It literally looked like a library, you know. And as someone who is a nerd like me, just seeing that vision give me so much joy. Just simple thing like that give me so much joy. And I got to visit their store, Histoire de Parfums in Paris, and this fragrance was kindly gifted to me by the brand. It is 1969, and to what I know, this fragrance is bought by Angelina Jolie. This is Angelina Jolie perfume. But even if Angelina Jolie doesn't buy this fragrance, this is still a beautiful fragrance. Beautiful gourmand fragrance, but not too sweet gourmand. It's peachy, it's rosy. There's a little bit spiciness from cardamom. There's chocolate, there's coffee in here, and patchouli. And don't worry about the patchouli, it is not a dirty, earthy patchouli. I think the patchouli in here really enhanced the beauty of the coffee, the chocolate notes in here. It's given us that darkness and keep this fragrance from being too sweet. And the price of this brand is really, really reasonable too. So you don't have to break your bank when you purchase any perfume from Histoire de Parfums. I highly recommend you to check out their perfume. Very high quality, beautiful presentations, unique. Like I almost buy a bunch of fragrance from the store, but they told me that they want to give me and other guests one of their perfume of our choice. So that is very generous of them. I really appreciate it. So yeah, I got 1969 from Histoire de Parfums. And then the next one I want to show you guys is this one. I want to show you guys this one because this is the fragrance that at first when I smell it, I did not like it at all. I even like talk about it with my group of people on this field trip. I expressed my strong opinion that I think this is not it. And now I eat my word because I enjoy it. Not because that it was gifted to me. It is Iris Cartagena from Parfumeur. And here is the bottle. So when I was on this field trip, I was invited. We were, not I, you know, we were this whole group of people on this field trip. We're invited to a master class from Parfumeur, and it's a beautiful master class. They give it a beautiful presentations and explained how they came to this version of Iris Cartagena. I get to smell the other two versions before that it came down to this version. So there are two other versions before the owner decided, yes, this is the one that I want to make into the market, that I want to launch as one of the perfumes of the brand. So Iris Cartagena, beautiful iris fragrance. And to me, the beauty of this fragrance has to be experienced on your skin. Now, the reason why at first I don't like this fragrance at all is because I think the chocolate notes in here really overshadow the iris. I think it's a little bit too much. So when I smell it on the paper, it is too thick for me. It's like I couldn't even tell this is an iris fragrance when I smell it on the paper, but on the skin, everything blooming. Everything on the skin unfold in the most beautiful way. Let me spray it on my skin and let's talk about it. We have a beautiful dark cocoa powder in here, and then something very earthy. Again, I did not look at the notes for this fragrance. Like I said, these videos are unscripted. I did not look at the notes for any of these fragrances today, and I just go straight into smelling them and talk about them with you guys. I smell the sandalwood in here, so the woodiness and the dark cocoa powder are the first two things that I smell the most. And then from there, the iris, it's had that little sweetness in the background, but it's not too much. I wouldn't say this is a gourmand fragrance at all, but I would say this is a dark versions of iris. You know, usually when you think of iris, you don't think dark, you don't think of depth, you think of elegant, classic, makeup-y, powdery, broody iris, but you don't think of mysterious, dark iris. And this is the type of fragrance that I would call dark iris. It's gorgeous on the skin. And I love that their masterclass, the owner and the perfumer show us the two other versions, the two unfinished version before this final version of Iris Cartagena. They run a risk that people might like the other two versions more than this final version. But at the end, he explained that this version feels the most authentic to him. Like when he smells it completely, it takes him back to where he vacationed with his wife, and that's the inspiration of this fragrance for him. So to him, it smells the most authentic to his experience and exactly what he wants to translate into Iris Cartagena, translate into the perfume. That's why he picked this version, and for that, I respect. Because I can see that this person doesn't just make a perfume to sell a perfume. You know what I mean? This is not just another cash grab type of fragrance, but it is something that means to him, which reminds him of where he vacationed with his wife. I get a little bit passionate when I talk about this because I respect the owner for not just make another cash grab creations, but actually stay true to himself and respect the art of perfumery. So yeah, I enjoy Iris Cartagena thoroughly. I have already wear this fragrance to work, and I don't think wearing this fragrance to work is the right place, so I'm going to have to wear it again for a date night. This is a beautiful date night type of fragrance. I would wear it for a special vacation. I would not just wear it for work. The reason why I wear it to work is because I want to test it out, and I have not go out for the last couple months. I was just home and go to work and back home. That's it. So yeah, we have Iris Cartagena from Parfumeur. This is beautiful creations from the brands, and before I did not even pay attention to the brand, but now after this trip, after this experience with the brand, I would love to explore the brand further in the future. Oh, and by the way, this perfume was gifted to me by the brand, not because I'm popular, not because I'm famous, not because I'm important or anything, but it's just I'm part of the group. I'm part of this field trip with Maison Duquesne. Not to say that I don't appreciate it. I really appreciate their generosity for gifted all of us, each of us, this perfume, so we can actually go home and have time to experience Iris Cartagena to the fullest. So yeah, I'm so happy to have this fragrance in my collections. Let me know if you want a full in-depth review on Iris Cartagena. I would love to do so. Another successful Iris fragrance. If you know me, you know I love Iris, so I'm just happy to have another Iris fragrance that I absolutely love and smell different from any other Iris that I have in my collections. If you know me, my top favorite Iris fragrance is still Iris Malacan from Maison Crivelli, but this one is very up there for me. It has the potential to become my holy grail, you know, one of my holy grail fragrances in my collection. All right, another brand I want to highlight on this food trip is actually this brand. We met with them on the first day we were on the field trip, and this is Le Jardin Retrouvé, and this is the bag that they gifted to us. Again, thank you so much for your generosity. And I have here all of their, you know, sample. There's a lot of sample. And this is a pretty old school brand. This brand has been around forever, since the 1979, as I remember. Please don't quote me on that, but they have been around for a very long time. They're a niche brand and have been around forever. So they're not new in the game. They have been in this perfume industry for the longest time. And their fragrance reflects that, you know. Now I have here so many. Of course, I cannot go through everything with you guys, but I would let you know which one is my favorite from the brand. So I like Oriental Sanssouci. Excuse my pronunciation, I don't know how to pronounce it, but this is a beautiful amber fragrance. So they have the name of the perfumer in here. So the perfumer of the brand is, of course, the founder of the brand, who is already passed away. So right now is his son. His son is running the brand with his wife. So Yuri Gusas is the founder of the brand, who is the father of the owner of the brand right now. And then Maxen Mute is their in-house perfumer right now. So he creates all of the fragrances for the brand after, you know, the founder passed away, after Yuri passed away. Anyway, my favorite is Oriental Sanssouci. It's a beautiful amber, very old school amber fragrance. I love Osman's Liu Yan. I feel like this one will be a lot of people's favorite too. Beautiful osmanthus fragrance, very, to me, it's very Asian inspired. And I love Tuberose Trianon. Yes, Tuberose Trianon. So those are my favorite. There's some I have not tried yet, so I have to try more. But when I try these fragrances at the store, those are the three that I really enjoy when I try with the brand at the store. So there's that. Besides fragrances, they have a lot of other fun things, you know, like candle, body products. So, and the price is again very reasonable. I love their bottle, so cute, travel friendly. You have to check them out if you love a more classic fragrance. Definitely check them out. I have a lot right here. This is all a sample. Okay, these will be the one that I got from the convention itself, Paris Perfume Week. So let's go through a couple of them. I got right here a bunch of Coty fragrances, and these are the revamp of the brand Coty. It is not the classic house of Coty. They already revamped the whole brand, so these are all new fragrances that's in their brand right now. I get to experience le destination, the destination. So all of the fragrance is inspired by different destinations, and my favorite is Grass. This is a beautiful tuberose fragrance. Let me just spray it right here real quick. Sorry, not tuberose. I don't remember exactly what white floral. I cannot really tell what white floral it is. My favorite is Grass. Oops, I got a couple of the Histoire de Parfums sample here. I got their newest release, the tuberose one. Yeah, this is Tuberose Nuit Blanc. Very beautiful. If you love tuberose, definitely checking it out. Ooh, I got Soleil de Jada from Stefan Humbert Lucas. If you know me, I love Stefan Humbert Lucas. I stopped by their booth to like try all of their fragrance there, and then talked to the salesperson. When I was there, I saw Stefan himself, but I did not recognize him. I'm still annoyed about that. Yeah, I did not recognize him because I only see him on the picture, and on the picture he has like beautiful luscious hair, and right now in persons he doesn't have hair anymore. He shaved his whole hair, so yeah. There's that. He was there, but I did not recognize him. So annoying. More Histoire de Parfums sample. Of course, Thomas de Monaco. I forgot to tell you, I met with Thomas de Monaco as Esxence. And also I met him again in Paris. I did an interview with him with Perfumery. If you don't have my Instagram, what are you waiting for? If you want that exclusive content, you know, interview with brand owner, perfumer, check out my Instagram, follow me on there. I have an interview with Thomas de Monaco talking about his new collections, Flower of the Future. Yep, and these are the sample that I got from him. Have to check it out. I love Thomas, guy. What else? Oh, this one, I stopped by Nose Paris. It's a perfume boutique in Paris. They're like Perfumery in Paris, you know. They have a lot of, they carry a lot of brands. And one of the brands that I try at Nose Paris is Chambre 52. It's a newer brand on the market. I have been wanting to try that brand, so I stopped by Nose Paris and I got a bottle for Chambre 52, and these are the sample for Chambre 52. Again, if you want me to review that brand, let me know. And I got a bunch of L'Entrepiste, and L'Entrepiste is Bertrand de Chaffou brand. So yeah, I told you guys earlier, I visit his store and I did buy a fragrance from his brand, and these are the sample that I got from the store. Blanc Sada is the easiest to love fragrance from L'Entrepiste. Other fragrance from this brand, I would not recommend you to blind buy. I mean, I don't recommend you guys to blind buy fragrances ever, but especially L'Entrepiste, you should try it out before you buy because they're expensive and they're very artistic. And I have right here one of my favorite brand discover from Paris Perfume Week, Art Meets Art. They are beautiful. I have to show you. So I was kindly gifted by the brand again, Like a Virgin from Art Meets Art, and I have already made a little dents here. I don't know if you can tell. There you go. Yeah, because I have been wearing this fragrance non-stop together with another one I have to show you later. Beautiful aquatic fragrance. This is created by Roberto Morias, and I talked to the owner of this brand. I told him that I couldn't believe that this is from Roberto Morias because, you know, when I think of Roberto, I don't think of this style of fragrance, but he did a beautiful job on Like a Virgin. Beautiful for spring and summer, especially this time of the year. It smells like spring in a bottle. So if you have not checked out Like a Virgin, definitely check out. But my best discovery from Paris Perfume Week is this brand, Fum Parfum, and this is Blur. And this is not gifted to me, guys. I bought this bottle on the spot there. And as you can tell, I don't know if you can see, I already make a pretty big dent because I've been wearing this non-stop guy. Something about this fragrance reminds me of my childhood. I don't know what. But it fits in with my aesthetic lately. It fits in with what I've been looking for lately. I want something that just smells simple, beautiful, nonchalant type of fragrance. Fragrance that I don't have to think too much, but give me so much peace when I wear it. As I told you in the beginning of this video, I have been struggling, dealing with a lot of challenges in my life, a lot to do with health issue, and I just want something that makes me feel peaceful. And Blur is just that fragrance for me. Simple, beautiful, musky, clean, your skin but better. Yeah, that's the word. Type of fragrance. So that is Blur from Fum Parfum. Fum Parfum. Have to check this one out. Again, I bought this bottle myself. That's how much I love it, and I already use a lot. Oh, I wanted to show you the bottle, the box for Fum Parfum. It looks like a cigarette box, and the bottle is in here like this. This is the 50 ml bottle. Check it out. Simple, effective, very, very cute. Nothing to complain about. I think that's all I have for today. That's all the fragrances that I show you. All the sample and fragrances. Gosh, it's such a long video. My throat hurts. By the way, guys, just something I want to share. Nothing related to these bottles, but I met Dominique Ropion there. Guys, I will insert a picture right here for you guys, but I met Dominique Ropion there. I had him sign my books. It's his, his book, Aphorism of a Perfumer. That's his book, yeah. I have him sign that book for me with my real name, Fum, because Fum meaning perfume. And it's such a full cycle moment for me to have met my absolute favorite perfumer of all time and have him sign my name. So that's the highlight of that trip for me. I was literally shaking when I saw Dominique Ropion. I did not meet Bertrand de Chafoux, but it's okay because I met Dominique Ropion, and that is everything for me. I was so happy. I was shaking when I saw him. Right now, when I think about it, I still feel so surreal, that moment for me just showed me like how far I have come, and I should always follow my dream and believe in the thing that I do, because it leads me to where I am today. It leads me to meet with my favorite of all time perfumer, Dominique Ropion. So I should keep doing me no matter what. That is it for my video today. Again, if you have not followed me on Instagram, follow me there, because I did 3 different interviews with 3 different brand owner. I have Thomas from Thomas de Monaco. I have Patricia from Nicolai Parfumeur Creator. And then I have with Amélie Huynh, the owner right now of D'Orsay. If you don't know D'Orsay, again, it's another classic French brand that has been around forever, and Amélie took over and revamped the brand in 2015 and make the brand so beautiful, so contemporary, but still respect the classic, the prestige of D'Orsay as a brand in the past. So check out my Instagram, because I have all 3 interviews right now posted on my Instagram. But I hope you enjoy everything that I show you today. Do a little bit of my thought on each of the fragrance. I try my best. I did not script, I did not plan anything. But yeah, I hope I will come back to my channel as soon as possible because I really enjoy doing this, especially when I have zero pressure to be perfect. You know what I mean? Yeah, love you guys, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.